Hey, welcome back guys to my final video for DMC5, my full platinum guide. We're doing Bloody Palace now. This is the last thing we've got to do. We've already done everything else, so you should have the super suits unlocked at this point for Dante, Nero and V. You unlock them by completing Dante Must Die. You probably won't have it as Vergil, because within that means you've got to complete Dante Must Die with him separately, or you have to buy it from the shop. But I'll be doing this without Vergil's super suit. We're only going to be using the super suits for Nero, V and Dante, just because it makes it much easier. Unless you want to make it hard for yourself, then crack on. But I'm using the super suits. Okay, so quick intro guys, what you can expect, and just how I'm going to be doing this video. I'm showing you just the boss fights with each character. I'm not going to show you the full thing, it will take forever. You can do this in a different order, but in this video I'm showing you Nero first, then V, then Vergil, and then Dante last. So you can do them in different order. You might want to do Dante first, just because I think he's the easiest, especially for super suits, and it will just give you a bit more time to learn how it works, you know, while also using a mega easy character. So not much pressure on you. You can sort of learn how it works better, take it all in better. But yeah, boss fights with Nero to begin with, which I'm showing you. So yeah, 101 floors. There's a boss fight on stage 20, stage 40, 60, 80, 90, and 98, 99, 100 and 101. Now you can back up your save and continue from where you were, but you can only continue from there. It's not like you can make a save. What will happen is if you quit, but you have to quit at the end of a floor. Before you go into the next floor, there'll be like a portal appears in the middle. Just press options and you can choose to sort of quit the title screen, and it'll make like a checkpoint. So make sure you pick the right command. You'll actually see me doing it. When we get to floor 97, you'll see me do it. So just watch me on floor 97 once we get there. And then you quit the game, back up your save, and then you come back in. Make sure you choose continue from the main menu. Do not choose load, because that can mess it up. You need to choose continue, otherwise your save might be overwritten. And you also cannot play the story while you have a Bloody Palace checkpoint. If you play a story and you've got Bloody Palace checkpoint, it will overwrite it. Yes, if you use that as well. The floors you really need to use it on is floor 97. At the end of 97, floors 98, 99, 100 and 101 are 4 boss fights back to back, and there's no way to save in between them. The last place you can save before all the fights is 97. So yeah, no matter what you do, you might not want to make save backups, but I really do advise to make a save backup at the end of stage 97 before you go in the portal to begin 98. You're going to get really annoyed if you get all that way just to die in the last boss and have to start all over again. It's not too bad with some of them. They're quick, like Dante's very quick. You can get through Dante's in 30 minutes if you've got millions of orbs to use. But V can take quite long. To get to the end with V can take a few hours. But some super suits are easy, like V with this super suit makes it quite easy, because you can just always call Nightmare. You can always put your pets in Devil Trigger status so they attack automatically without using auto assist. And when you're on Nightmare's back, you can't take damage, you're invincible. Yeah, with Nero, it doesn't really make it mega easy, but it does make it a bit easier. You'll be doing a bit more damage, have a bit more defense and stuff. Dante, obviously he's got his Devil Trigger and his Sin Devil Trigger. So with Dante, you can just always use Devil Trigger, and that'll make it so when you're using your Red Orb on your your hat, Dr. Faust, you'll be doing much more damage. Obviously you'll have much more defense. So yeah, it makes probably the most difference with Dante and V, not so much with Nero, and of course I'm not using it with Vergil anyway. When it comes to all the different enemies on the waves, rather than explain it all here, which you'll just forget, or write it on screen, which you'd have to pause and keep rewinding, I'll list it all in the description guys, in a pinned comment. So yeah, check the pinned comment or description, it'll be one of them two. I'll put a full list of all the enemies on what waves you can expect them. So you can just refer to that if you want to see what's coming up next. Most of them, I mean there will be some later on where you've got sort of 3 or 4 Furies at a time. Remember about the camera manipulation, which you learnt on the in the main game. Yeah, if you take enemies will not attack you if the camera is not on them. If they've already started an attack, it's different, that attack will still continue, but they will not start a new attack when the camera is not on them. So use that to kill Furies, just turn the camera away, and obviously with your super suits, You just keep shooting your gun. Even though you can't see the enemy or lock on, you will still shoot them by just turning your camera away, and it will work really well. Now when it comes to difficulty, the difficulty increases as you go up, and it does get quite hard, it does. Yeah, so floors 1 to 40 is human difficulty, so they're going to be mega easy. So yeah, it will seem mega easy to begin with. 41 to 60 are Devil Hunter, 61 to 80 are Son of Sparda, and 81 to 101 are Dante Must Die. So yeah, once you get to floor 60, it's going to start getting a lot harder, and 80 is going to start getting mega hard. So just be careful. With your super suits, like I say, it shouldn't be too bad. But this way, you always need to make sure you back up your save at the end of stage 97 with all characters. Because you've got 4 bosses back to back, and they're all on Dante Must Die. So that's the intro out of the way, guys. So what I'll do, like I said, I'm showing all boss fights. I'll come back at the start of each character, just give you some sort of tips, whatnot with them characters, and then leave you to it, and obviously see you at the start of the next one. I'm not going to show you every single wave, like I say, it'll be here forever, and you don't need to. You'll be flying through some of these waves so quick. There's not really no need to show you through them all. So yeah, Nero, as you can see, there will be rest stops for every character. There will be sort of rest points, like every sort of 10 stages or so. There'll be like a rest place. As Nero, you can get magazines there. You can't just grab any magazine you want. There'll always be a selection. There'll be, like, for example, 4 overtures there, 2 Jabiras, 2 Buzzet Arms, and they'll always be the same. Each time you go back there, it'll be the same selection again. So what you might want to do is Nero. You can use Jabiras, always come in handy throughout. But when you're getting close to stage 101, when you're on like stage 72 or 80, you might want to try stocking up on some overtures ready for Vergil in 101. So just allow you to kill him mega quick. If you remember back to my strategies for Vergil as Nero, back on like Dante Must Die difficulty and Hell in Hell, you do the same thing here. 3 overtures when you knock him back, and use your Buster Arm. But most bosses, just like I'm doing here, just use Devil Trigger, shoot them from a distance, like so. Just keep shooting them. It's safe to do so. When you do knock them down, you can get in close, do some strong damage. Yep, good thing about the gun, obviously it keeps you at range, out of the way of danger. And yep, just keep moving, always keep triple jumping, so any attacks that do come in, you'll likely avoid them. And yeah, not really much much advice I can give us Nero, guys, other than what you can see me doing here, and what I just mentioned. You've got super suits, so it's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, that'll be it for my Nero intro, guys. So get through that one, and I'll see you back as V. Like I said, you do not have to do this in the same order as me. If you want to do them in a different order, do so. Like I say, I'm doing Nero first in this video, then it's V, then it's Vergil, and then Dante last. I'll try putting timestamps as well, timestamp on which I start each character, just in case you do want to skip to another character. And just one more thing I almost forgot to mention. On like about every 8 or 10 stages or so, there'll be a floor which might have Tentacles on or Green Empusas, and they're how you recover some of your orbs back, your green orbs to heal. Yeah, like I say, it's like every 8 or 10 stages or so, there'll be Tentacles, they drop green orbs to heal with, or you might find Green Empusas to kill. Or sometimes when you kill a boss, they might drop green orbs, or there might be specific enemies, but you do get green orbs given to you sometimes. So yeah, if you are getting low on health, just hold on, you will eventually get to a stage which will give you some green orbs to heal with. Yes, that's one, you suspend. You have to make sure you choose suspend, otherwise it will not sort of save that checkpoint. Then you back up your save, you go back in, and then just continue. That'll drop you back in where you suspended from. And that's how you just go back into it, guys. If you die, you can just download your save and jump back in there. Right, so crack on, guys, and I'll see you after all these bosses. This massive boss rush, 4 bosses all in a row. I'll see you as V.
Devil May Cry.
Right, so that's Nero out of the way. You probably saw me get a trophy there. So it's a trophy for completing with one character, and then a trophy for completing with all 4. You have to complete it with Vergil as well on the special edition. Yeah, you'll unlock a special provocation with each character as well once you completed it with them. So yeah, V next. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite easy with V. It does take a long time, like I say, because he has to sort of kill each each enemy sort of manually once they've been downed. But you can use Royal Fork, and that's good because it'll just basically lob daggers, and any enemies which are downed in the arena will just die instantly. Saves you having to sort of walk towards them. Yeah, just get nightmares back whenever you're worried, and you'll be invincible for more danger, for more damage. It's all the same again, same layout. The Bloody Palace is the same layout for every single character. You have bosses on 20, 40, 60, blah 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 again. Same difficulty. It'll progress at the same rate again. Same enemies on each wave. 4 bosses at the end, 98, 99, 100 and 101. So all the same again, guys. Yeah, like I say, it's quite easy with the super suits. And obviously once down the boss or enemy, just go and finish them off. If you keep your pets, Shadow and Griffin in Devil Trigger as well, they'll just always attack automatically. If you do need to dodge with V at all, remember, when you got Shadow, when you dodge with Shadow, it gives you a lot of invincibility frames. So when you need to dodge, you just keep spamming dodge with Shadow, and you sort of dash left or right, but it makes you quite invincible to attacks when you're doing so. And remember, with your Furies or any enemies you're getting into trouble with, just turn the camera around so you can't see them, and it'll be a bit easier, and then just let your pets do all the hard work. Yep, so that's V, guys. I'll see you as Vergil next, where we are not using the super suits, and Vergil's still quite easy, but I had a big roadblock as Vergil on the final boss. But I've got a very nice easy way for him. So yep, I'll see you on Vergil, guys.
I will finish. Come on. My blood fails. Struggle on you want. Done. Keep going. Die. Apocalypse fall. Pierce world. Death becomes your nightmare. Pierce world. Die. Apocalypse, no escape. But the following contraries to these are true. Rise. Into the wall. Gouge him. Die. Pierce through. Die. I give you now. Eradicate. Crush him. I envy your optimism. Pinned to the wall. I envy your optimism. Pierce wounds. Gouge him. I envy your optimism. No escape. Nothing can stop it now. Demolish. No escape. No escape. Set open. Eradicate them all. No escape. Pierce your death shall end your nightmare. optimism. No escape. Slice him. Pin him. Die. No escape. Demolish. I have to keep going. No escape. No escape. Come on. Gouge him. Slice and gouge him. Come on. Enjoy and take points. Crush him. Apocalypse Fall. Come on. Slice him. No escape. At your pleasure. Pin him to the wall. Your death shall end your nightmare. Warrior's throne. No escape. No escape. Now, this is the end. Apocalypse Ball. Your death becomes your nightmare. Slicing, gouging.
Vergil up next, and if you've viewed my Vergil playthrough, you'll know exactly the strategy I'm going to use for this. So he's got a move called Judgment Cut. I haven't got a super suit with him. Yeah, I don't have super suit, but he's got a move called Judgment Cut where you can just spam the button. You can't spam it, you have to sort of get the timing right. I do mention at the start of my human playthrough with him in the last video, part 8. But you use Judgment Cut, and you don't have to be near the enemy. That's it, that's a Judgment Cut. If you look in the move list, you'll see it in there. Yeah, the way the timing works is when he sheaves his sword after it, you've got to press a button then when he sheaves his sword. But you've got to get used to the timing. You don't just press it and let go like just a normal button press. You have to hold it for sort of like a split second or two, like a few split seconds, and then you let go. So it's sort of press, let go, press or hold, let go, hold, let go. You don't just press. You have to get a timing right. And you can normally do if you get 4 in a row, that sort of does maximum damage. And then you just continue spamming them. Like I say, you've got to get used to the timing. You can see his sword sparkling, you see his sword glow blue when he sheaves it. That's the timing when it needs to be. And I'm doing it when I'm jumping, because it gets you out of danger better. And also it's easy to do in the air for some reason. Just easy to spam Judgment Cut when you're in the air. If you want to practice it, go into the training room and practice it in there. If you go in, like I say, go in this move list, it'll be in Yamato. Yeah, be under the Yamato weapon and just Judgment Cut. Practice that, guys. Like I say, turn the camera around in the void, look at his sword when you do it. When it glows, that's when you have to press it again. And that's how you sort of spam it. And good thing about spamming it as well in the air, it keeps you in the air for longer. So you're out of danger for even longer. And that'll pretty much work throughout here as well. Even the enemies, you have to turn the camera around so you're not looking at them. Just turn the camera around, spam Judgment Cuts. Easy. And you can save your Devil Trigger for these difficult fights. If you're using Super Suit, it'll be easier because you can just stay in Devil Trigger form pretty much most of the time. Do a lot of damage. Now healing with Vergil, similar to the rest, there'll be Tentacles sometimes you can kill for Green Orbs or Green Empusas. But he's got a move where he summons Nightmare and all the pets, and they can heal you and do a lot of damage to the boss as well. But you need I think you need a full concentration gauge for that. That's our big blue gauge at the bottom with the V. That like a V, blue gauge at the top. Kind of more like a G, I guess. Yeah, that gauge at the top, that's your concentration gauge. And I think when it's almost full, you can use the move. You have to look in the command list. I can't remember the name of the move, but you know the one. You summon Nightmare and the pets, and it can heal you and damage a boss. So if you're ever in like a tight pinch and you need to heal, try to build that concentration bar. And that concentration bar, by the way, it builds up from damaging the enemy and without taking damage, and also from doing stylish things. As long as you don't take any damage, you'll see that fill up, and you can just use it when you need to. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Judgment cut. But what I need to do with Vergil is Vergil versus Vergil is quite hard. Well, it was when I first did it. I spent a good few hours on it. So I'm going to come back on Vergil, just show you how I beat him, because it makes it so much easier. But if you don't do it this very specific way, it's very hard. Right. So crack on, guys. Win all these floors, and I'll see you on 101. Just don't forget to back up your save on stage 97. Yeah, so this is stage 101. The reason this seems hard to begin with is Judgment Cut don't seem to work. Or does it? Well, I'm doing it now. No, but what it was first, if you jump up normally and do Judgment Cut, his attacks will still catch you and they'll interrupt you and they can do a lot of damage. Obviously, we're on Dante must die difficulty at the moment. So what you have to do, you have to jump and then press circle to jump higher, and that'll just give you a bit more height, and then you're out of the range of all his attacks. Look, I'm way out of the way of them. So remember, you got to jump and then press circle to dodge higher, and then you'll be out of the range of pretty much all his attacks. I don't think he's even hit me yet. Yep, and then just keep spamming Judgment Cut, guys. So jump, dodge, spam. That's all you got to do. Mega easy. Yep, it took me ages to learn that. I thought I was going to have to learn him without Judgment Cut because it wasn't working. I don't even know why I pressed circle. I might have tried it, it might have been a luck kind of thing where I just try and do the things, I just happen to press circle and then do it and then wonder why it's not hitting me. Or I might just try it at a different height, I don't know. But yeah, what matters is that I've got a strategy in the end. And yeah, get this one guys, and then after this it's just Dante to do. The easiest one of them all, Dante. So if you want to make it mega easy with Dante, of course you want your super suits, but you need about 12 million. You need quite a lot of money, yeah. That's if you just want to spam this all the time. But this is pretty much easy mode. All you do, you go into Devil Trigger, not Sin Devil Trigger. You're going to go into Devil Trigger and just spam this. I mean, if you don't have that much money and you've got a super suit, you can probably just go through it without it and just keep using Sin Devil Trigger and use your moves in there. Sin Devil Trigger, you got that move called the Loose. The problem is when you go into Sin Devil Trigger, it does deplete. So you'd have to keep going into it, exiting, waiting for it to fill up again, going back into it. Yeah, unfortunately your Sin Devil Trigger gauge doesn't fill up with Dante for Super Suit, only your Devil Trigger. So you'd have to keep transferring the gauge across, and yeah, it can leave you exposed, especially if you're in a difficult fight and you're trying to move it across. But yeah, this makes it mega easy. You can just jump in the air a few times if you want to get out of danger. Devil Trigger makes you do even more damage. But yeah, if you want to make it mega easy guys, come in with about 12 million with the super suits. And I got through this in I think about 20-30 minutes. It's mega quick. Yeah, everything else still stands the same guys. Healing every 8 or 10 floors, bosses on 20, 40, etc. So get through this and I'll come back just for the end guys, just for some closing comments when the platinum pops. Yeah, so here he is, last fight, guys. So a lot of these strategies on these fights with most characters, these are my strategies on the on those difficulties. Like Dante must die. That strategy there is the one I do with him on Dante must die, Hell in Hell. Works just as well on that difficulty. But yeah, there we go. 4 Infernal Kings. That's a completing Bloody Palace with all 4 characters. And with that, Platinum, guys. Devil May Cry Platinum. Which apparently it's good to have that on your profile, it seems. I don't think it's as bad as what it's made out to be, but I guess this is a special edition, and I think this edition is a little bit easier than the rest, just because you've got access to that legendary Dark Knight mode, where you can farm 5 million red orbs in 1 minute, whereas before it took you 1 hour. Yeah, in the normal editions it takes 1 hour to farm 5 million, but in this one, 1 minute. What a massive difference that is. 60 times quicker. But yeah, that's it, guys. The Platinum, another one in the bag, Devil May Cry 5. If you follow the whole series, let me know in the comments, guys. You know how you found the videos, how you found some of the strategies, how you found it. Did strategies help? Do you think it's as hard as it's made out to be? I'll be quite intrigued to know. Like I say, personally, I've not found it too bad. But like I say, that's just my take on it. But congrats, guys, on another Platinum. And I hope to see you on the next one.